Hey friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne Lozinski and I am a virtual assistant mentor and client experience specialist, and I am very excited for today's video because we're going to be talking about, do you need a niche as a virtual assistant? So I want to first start off by actually defining what a niche is, because I think it's very important to kind of have a general concept of what it is if you've never heard the term before, or if you're not really sure what exactly we're talking about. So if you Google the definition of a niche, you're going to get a definition that is similar to the following. A niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular product or service. Now, what does that mean exactly? So I like to think of a niche as a twofold thing. All right, so on one hand, we have a specialized segment of the market. So this is going to be who you're offering your offer to. So who is the particular person that you're targeting with your marketing to be able to actually serve in your business. On the other hand, we have a particular product or service as the second part of the definition of a niche. And this means any sort of thing that we might be offering them. So maybe our specialized segment of the market is going to be female wedding photographers, and what we're offering them is a setup with Dubsado or Honeybook or whatever CRM they're using. All right, so as you can see, it's kind of twofold, and to think about both I think is really important. A lot of people struggle with picking out their niche, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end of this video. But I want to clear up a few other things before we get to that point, and I want to first talk about whether or not this is actually important. So when I'm talking to virtual assistants, a lot of times new virtual assistants will come to me and be like, Anne, I don't want to pick a niche because I think that will turn away business, and I am new and I want experience and I really don't want to turn anybody away. And this is a very valid and very real fear, because as we are narrowing our services down, it might be really scary to think, okay, I can't apply to all of these jobs because they're not part of my niche anymore. And I'm really scared to do that because I want the maximum opportunity to be able to actually get a job. And here is what I say to that. So when we are focusing in, when we're narrowing down, when we are trying to find our niche and we are serving a particular part of the market, you're going to become way more attractive to that particular part of the market. So let's say that you want to serve female wedding photographers, and a female wedding photographer posts that she needs help with your specific offering. Maybe she wants a website redesign and you know how to do that. If you are like, yes, that is my niche, that is what I do, and approach her and be like, here is my website that's speaking directly to you, here is my offering crafted directly for you, and you present her with that, you're going to stand out among all of the other general assistants that are applying for that same job to be able to get experience by working with her. So by presenting yourself in that manner and by niching down and really honing in on your ideal client, when you meet those ideal clients, your chances of actually getting the job go way up. And it's really important to remember that you might be closing the door on other people, but in order to continue to grow and continue to level up, you are essentially going to want to find this niche so that you can continue to serve your people better. A niche also cuts down on all of the overwhelm in the world, because I'm sure that you know the internet is busy. There are so many different programs, there are so many different products, the technology is through the roof, there are so many different things you could learn. But if you are focusing in on a specific niche, a lot of those programs become irrelevant. You don't have to worry about them. You don't have to think about them. What you do have to think about is the specific programs that your ideal person is using. Get to know what they're using, get to learning those specific programs so that you can become even more of a valuable asset to those specific people. So that's another reason why making sure that we're honing in on this early is going to be beneficial. Because if we're trying to learn all of the programs and all of the tech for all of the industries, it's going to be so overwhelming and you are just going to be overwhelmed by it and not really going to be able to hone in on anything super well because you're trying to do all of the different things. Another thing that is really beneficial to having a niche is when you have this specialized thing that you're doing, you are able to charge more because you're able to offer more value into the business owner's business. So let's say that you do Dubsado setups for wedding photographers. When you are in the system, you're obviously learning the system, but you also are gaining experience in that industry. So you can start to know what the industry standard workflows are, what kind of client experience other photographers are able to give their clients, and you're able to put your own spin on that and be able to offer more value by being able to advise your client, hey, most people follow up with their clients in this time period. Do you want to do that? So just being able to add value in that way allows you to charge more as a virtual assistant and charge more as a service provider than somebody who's all over the place and trying to find all of the different industries. So I mentioned in the beginning of this video that I would talk a little bit about how to find your specific niche. So I encourage you to think about different past job experiences you've had. What things have you done in the past that really bring you joy and really light you up? Whether that is a paid job, whether that's a volunteer position, whether that is personal experiences you've had in your life with maybe budgeting for your family or organizing your home or organizing your own business systems, whatever it might be that's bringing you joy that really excites you, and you can kind of start there. If you're really struggling with coming up with that specific thing that you could offer, you can also start with who you will offer it to. So do you have a particular interest in a particular industry? Maybe you really like photographers or you're really interested in the photography industry like I've been talking about through this whole video. Maybe you really like brand designers, or maybe you want to work with real estate agents. So kind of thinking about the type of person that you want to work with is going to help you as well, because then you can join the groups that they are in, you can see the questions they're asking, the programs they're using, and find things through that to be able to craft an offer for those clients as well. So you can start with both directions, either the who or the what, to be able to kind of determine what you want your niche to be. But I very personally recommend finding this as soon as possible because it's going to allow you to, number one, come up with a system for your own offerings, determine what programs to learn, determine what you're going to do, and then you can grow and do it really, really well. But then two, you can also build authority in that niche. You can network with influencers in that niche to be able to grow and to be able to scale and build an audience faster than you would be on your own. And that's really hard to do if you don't have a specific niche that you want to work in. Because when we are thinking about how to market and thinking about the relationships that we want to find those industry specific ones so that we can scale, we can grow, we can build relationships with them to be able to grow with them together. Hopefully that all made sense. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I would love to see you around for future videos. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.